Welcome back to the Green Means Go channel. It's your host, me, and today is my flu game. I'm hot, I'm sweaty, I got body aches, chills, my throat hurts, my head hurts, and I was halfway through this video when my daughter came upstairs and ruined the whole thing. So we're going to restart, and it doesn't please me. We'll keep it short and sweet. I'm skipping all this. If you want to stop and pause and read about how I attack this promo, you can do so. The bottom line is I try to pick spots where you guys will get the most free bets and hit some home run hitters on the way. Now, why that's frustrating is because last week I was not home. I was on vacation. And I said, if I was home, I would play these guys with the bold, okay? She's screaming still downstairs, like, just shut the door when you leave, you know what I mean? And I couldn't play these guys, but I said these would be my suggestions. And the unfortunate part is I don't want to lose you guys money. You work hard at your jobs, and the last thing I want to do is be the guy who causes you to lose bets and lose money. It's annoying because these were the games with the most home runs, so I handicapped them correctly in terms of what free bets you could earn. But when I look and I see half the other games I hit picks in, it's annoying, and I feel bad about it. I genuinely hate that. So it's a real give and take, a push pull. So just bear with me as we do this. I hope that you can look at Green Means Go and look at these Dinger Tuesday videos as something that has been positive overall, but I know it's hard to zoom out and do that all the time. Today's outlook, we have good pitching, but we also have good conditions, so I'm optimistic. All right, let's run through this real quick. Game in Baltimore, I like Rutschman and Hayes. Not a game I play, although Ballpark Pal does feel okay about it, projecting just under 3 home runs in that one. Game in Detroit, not too great. I've given it a D rating. I would go Castellanos and Canha. Mark Canha at 10-1 is very interesting. If I had the unlimited version where I could play all of them, I would play him, even in these conditions. But because I have the limited, I will not be doing that. Game in Tampa Bay is very reasonable. If you want to play this on a limited account, Luke Raley and J.P. Crawford would be my picks, but I liked a lot of guys in this, so I think you could get 3, 4, 5 home runs in that game and return your value. Game in Boston, decent pitching. I would target 2 Toronto guys. Horwitz is a guy who has not played but I believe 14 games in the MLB this year. He has 2 home runs, so I like him at 750, a little bit of a flyer. Dalton Varsho at 460 I think is fine as well, but not a game I play as it is a C rating. Another C rating is the game in New York. 2 New York teams. Battle of the Bronx, if you will. Garrett Cole comes back off of injury, only pitched 4 innings his last outing and his first outing. Peterson also very low, 22 innings pitched this season, 2 home runs surrendered. I would go with Torres and Trevino. I think Trevino at 10-1 is very intriguing as well. And even though I've rated this a C, Trevino at 10-1 is someone that I'm looking at and wondering if maybe I don't just put $25 for the limited version on him. I think the value is too good there with Trevino. Game in Cincinnati is a game that you can most definitely play on limited. Jack Sawinski at 450 and Will Benson at 600. I don't love these picks. I'll tell you, I think this is the best game, the game with the most potential, although the pitching is good on both sides. But I liked Elly De La Cruz. I think Jake Fraley at 8-1 is fine. I looked at O'Neill Cruz. I mean, there are guys in this game who can hit home runs. We know Candelario's been hot for Cincinnati. So you can't go wrong, in my opinion, with this game. So it's probably one I will play. We'll see what happens. Game in St. Louis, Jared Kalenic and Ozzie Albies would be my picks. But again, St. Louis, hard park to hit at, so probably not going to play it. In this game in Chicago, conditions are great. Pitching is subpar, so this is another one that I will probably play. And I know Ohtani's going to be a popular pick at 2-1. I saw Freddie Freeman at 3.5-1. But when the conditions are as good as they are in this game, I like to reach a little bit, as you guys know. So I would go Gavin Lux and newly acquired Cavan Biggio for the Dodgers. Starting with the second half of the slate, McMahon and Pena would be my picks. Not a game I play because I've given it a C rating. Game in Kansas City, definitely not a game I play, but those 2 guys, Pasquantino and Melendez, would be my plays. I think this game is perfectly acceptable to play unlimited, and Laudy Taveras at 750, Jackson Churio at 600 will be my picks. But again, there's other guys, Josh Smith, Willie Adames, who are reasonable, very reasonable in this one. So I think you could get some home runs in this one. Good target for limited. Nolan Shonowell at 870, Mickey Moniak at 560 would be my plays here. I've given it a B. Ballpark Pal is not as optimistic, but I'm a little more optimistic in this one than he is. So, again, I don't think I'll get to it, but it's an option. Game in Arizona, Joe Ryan has been very good this year, but not necessarily great at disallowing the home run, giving up 14 home runs. So Marte and Peterson would be my plays, and I like Peterson at 430. I think that's pretty generous for a guy who can hit the home run any night. Game in San Diego, Rosario and CJ Abrams would be my pick, not a game I'm playing. And the game in San Francisco, Whisenhunt making his first MLB start in the worst park to hit home runs in, so not touching this at all, but if I had to, Morel and Swanson would be my picks. Here's the first half of the slate again, all the way over. I'm definitely going to play the Cincinnati game, and I'm definitely going to play the Chicago game. I will consider playing the Tampa Bay game. And if you want to support me, a little quick interruption here. If you want to look on this link in my bio, and you can sort by your state. If you sign up for a sports book that you do not have, I know that this promo uses FanDuel, so I'm assuming you have that, but if there's other books that you want to look and see and sign up for, you still get the new user bonus for them, but I get a little kickback as well. I get paid through my partnership with BetStamp, so that's a pretty easy way that doesn't really cost you anything to support me. Now, if you want to support me in another way, and this way is one that I'm fully accepting that you don't have to do, okay? I talked about at the beginning of this video my guilt I feel when I lose people money. I make daily picks on an app called SoBet. There are handicappers that are invited to post on SoBet, and when you pay $10 a month, you get access to my picks and everyone else's. It's like a Twitter feed of only invited sports bettors. So you pay $10 a month, and you get access not only to my picks, but everyone's picks on the platform. Last night, I posted Carter Verhaeghe to score the first goal for the DraftKings bet and get, and some people tailed, and we cashed that at 12-1. So that feels pretty good to have that on there. I usually only post promo-related plays. I don't post a lot of just degenerate-type wagers. There are people who focus more on that element. I'm one of the only guys on there that talks promo, so it's a good resource, and I think at $10 a month, it returns its value. So if you want to sign up for that, give it a try for a month, you can do that. Where's the second half of the slate? I ruined it. Okay, sorry. There it is. All right. If I had to play a game on here, it would be the Milwaukee game. So I think I like to target about 3 games, and I would probably go with the Milwaukee game and the Cincinnati game and the Sox-Dodgers game. Those will probably be the plays that I have tonight. So thank you guys for coming by. Next week, I promise that I will try to do an authentic, true Green Beans Go Dinger Tuesday video. Last week on vacation, this week half dead. I'm sorry about it, but we did what we could today, and we will see you next week, hopefully, for something more traditional.